This video will provide a high-level walkthrough of the Manage Files tool in Brightspace. To access Manage Files, log into your course and choose Manage Course from the navigation bar, and then choose Manage Files from the dropdown. This Manage Files tool is the file management system for your course. It does help you store and organize the files that you're using in your course. Manage Files is similar to the Resources folder in OWL Sakai. This is where you upload files such as your course outline, lecture videos, PowerPoints, readings, images, and so on. It is important to note that students do not have access to the Manage Files tool. If you need to share files with students, you need to link them to content. So why would you upload your files to Manage Files? If you decided not to upload your files to Manage Files and instead just upload them directly to content, that is an option and it will work. Oftentimes, however, when you do that, you cannot choose where in Manage Files those files end up being, and they end up staying in the parent folder, which is here. And once you've uploaded all of your files, it'll just be one long list of your files. You cannot then organize it. So later on, when you come looking for a particular file, it's a little bit of a mess in your Manage Files. So if you first create your folders and add everything in it, it's easy to find the files that you need later on. But again, you can add files directly to content and it will work fine. If you do want to keep your Manage Files folder organized, I'll walk through how to create folders now. So when you get to your Manage Files, it may be empty if this is a brand new course. This is a sandbox that I've been using, so I have some files here already. To create a folder, just select New Folder, and then name your folder. I'll call this one Week 1. And then I'll choose Save. Now here is my Week 1 folder. If I select my Week 1 folder, I can keep adding folders. So maybe I want to add another folder called Images, where I'll house all of my images for Week 1. I can always go back to the beginning by selecting the parent folder in the breadcrumb trail. So here is my Week 1. Some key things to keep in mind: it is recommended that you keep your folder structure simple. It isn't recommended that you go past 3 levels. It'll just make it difficult for you to find files later on. It's also important to keep in mind that Brightspace does not allow certain special characters in file or folder names, such as colons or question marks or forward slashes. If you did try to use a special character, you'll just get an error saying that you can't do it, and then you're free to rename it something else. Okay, so that's how you create a file folder. Now, if I wanted to add a file to a folder, I can select the folder I want to add the file to, and then choose Upload. Here I can drag and drop or select the Upload button to add a file. And then choose Save. Now here is the file that I just uploaded. If I wanted to move this file or delete this file, what I would do is select the button, the checkbox beside the file name. And if I look right above the file list, I can see that there's a cut icon allowing me to cut the file. Beside that is the icon to copy. Next is delete, download, zip. So I could select multiple files and then zip them into a folder. And this last one is add content topic. So if I wanted to bulk add files to my course, this is the option that I would choose. So let's show you how to move a file around. So I'll select this and then I will choose cut. I will choose another folder. We'll just say we want to add it to week 2, and then I'll choose paste. And here we can see a copy or a cut, or I cut it. So it's been moved from week 1 to week 2. If I go back to week 1, that file is now gone. Now, if I wanted to link something from Manage Files to my content, because remember, students cannot access that PowerPoint that I've just created. So I will go back to my content page. I will select the week that I would like to add that file to. We'll just say week 4 for example. There's 2 ways for me to link a file from Manage Files to content. The first way is by creating its own page. So if I go to Add Existing, and then I select More, and then I will choose Course File. That's the equivalent to Manage File. And then if I go to week 2, I can find the PowerPoint that I just uploaded. And then I can add it to week 4. Depending on the size of the PowerPoint or the file that you're trying to upload, it might take a few seconds, but it will upload. You'll notice that whenever you're adding a file or doing really anything in Brightspace, it does default to hidden. So to make it visible to students, you will need to unhide that and make it visible. So here is the PowerPoint that I've just uploaded, right, on a page of its own. If I wanted to link this PowerPoint to an HTML page, I would go to the page that I want to add it to, go to the top right-hand corner and choose Edit. And let's say, for example, we just wanted to add the PowerPoint link here. We'll pretend that it's a lecture. I can highlight where I want it to be and then go to Link, find Course File, locate the PowerPoint, and select it. Now my PowerPoint is linked here. When students come onto the page, they can select this and it will automatically open the PowerPoint. I'll save and close. And that's just a high-level walkthrough of the Manage Files tool in Brightspace.